What's up, viewers? Welcome back to the channel. So on the screen now is Kishane Thompson, and he was recorded in Tokyo, Japan, basically doing some endurance training, working on the last part of his race. And we know Kishane has problem with his final 50 meters. And that's what haunts him at the Olympics last year when Noah Lyles catch up to him basically and edged him on the line, having him finishing second, Noah Lyles getting the gold that many thought Kishane would have won easily. So we're going to talk some more about Kishane, but before we get into the details, if you're new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. That we all get all the updates in track and field. So yes, we're a couple days away from the Tokyo World Championships. Yes, it's heating up, and yeah, the big guns, they're ready to fire. Also, the small guns. But Kishane, as we know, is the huge favorite to win the 100 meters at the World Championships this year. And he also holds the world leading time of 9.75, which is his current PB. And that time was clocked at the Jamaican National Trials in the ending of June. So far in 2025, Kishane has only lost one race, and that would have been his first 100 meters that he ran at the Shanghai Diamond League, where he got beaten by Akane Simbini, who also edged him on the line. But Kishane was happy that he clocked a sub-10 clock in, running 9.99 seconds for his first 100 meters. So yeah, for an opening season opener in the 100 meters, that's definitely a great time, because Akane Simbini would have already run 9.90 at that time, was the world leading time back in May. And Akane Simbini basically every year peaked early than every other athlete and then fades towards the ending of the season, and we're kind of seeing that. So it was no surprise that Akane Simbini would have beaten Kishane. But Kishane and everyone seeing that race was happy that Kishane got a sub-10 clock in, which basically set the tone for what we would have expected from Kishane. So when he dropped that 9.75 at the national trials, many saw it coming. However, though, Kishane hasn't been consistent in terms of running 9.7. He've only gone 9.7 one time, that was at the Jamaican National Trials. Every other race would have been like 9.95, 9.87. So it's a bit inconsistent, but he did made mention when he ran at the pre-Fontaine Classic that himself and his coach is working on something. He didn't explain what, but he said that it kind of threw him off in the last 40 to 30 meters of the race, and we saw like something snapped, but it kind of slowed him down, which allowed him to run 9.85 seconds in that race. But regardless, it was a huge win. There were not enough competitors to challenge him in that race. He had a race though with Oblique and Noah Lyles, which he actually withdrew from that race. That would have been the Lausanne Diamond League, where Oblique Seville basically destroyed Noah Lyles in that race. And it was also raining, very, very bad condition. Oblique clocking 9.87 seconds in that race. And many thought if Kishane had been in that race, it would have been very close based on how Oblique has been performing. But yeah, Kishane is the huge favorite going into the World Championship, especially with the 9.75. The only one that have gone closer would have been Kenny Benerick with 9.79 seconds. As for Noah Lyles, he hasn't broken 9.9 yet this season. So yeah, can't wait to see what will happen in the coming days. But it was a surprise. It wasn't, for some it was a surprise, because many thought Kishane would have gone on to win the Olympics last season based on the races that he ran last year and how he was beating everyone basically. But in that final, something went wrong for Kishane. Many thought Kishane would, because the time that both Noah and Kishane clock would have been 9.79. And many thought Kishane was capable of going way faster. Similar to Oblique, he looked really smooth in the heats and the semis. So with him running so fast and looked so seamless, effortless, running 9.8. Many thought, hey, Kishane will be going a low 9.7 or possibly 9.6. But it ended that he didn't go as fast as many thought, and Noah was able to catch him. But Kishane explained, because many criticized Kishane in not leaning in at the line, and many times he should have practiced that more, especially with what happened in his first race with Akane Simbini, who leaned in front of him and edged him, getting the win in Shanghai. Many criticize Kishane again, but Kishane response to that is his aim is to be so far ahead of everyone else that it doesn't require him to lean. So he's going to make sure that the gap between him and second place is so big that he can win comfortably. And once you can do that, then definitely that would be a massive victory. And based on how Noah is running, based on how Oblique Seville is running, based on how Kenny is running, Kishane would have to go 9.75 or low 9.7 to basically win this 100 meter and win it comfortably, or possibly 9.6, because Obliques look sharp. We know Noah Lyles, he lives for the big moment. So regardless of how he performs throughout the normal season, when it comes on to championships and running rounds, he's very hyped. He's like, he gets energized throughout the rounds. The more he runs, the faster he gets. And he stated in the interview after he got beaten by Oblique Seville, he stated that he was ready to run again, and he believed he could have gone faster if he was to run the same day. So just to show you the confidence that Noah Lyles has, and many things that Kishane actually fears Noah Lyles. But differently though, I believe this year might be Kishane's year. My bet is on him or Oblique to actually win this. I don't see Noah Lyles. Noah Lyles stated that he got injured in the beginning of the season, and ever since that, he hasn't gone as fast as many thought he could have. But as we know, as I explained, Noah Lyles, he lives for the big moments. But for some reason, I don't believe Noah Lyles will be catching Oblique nor Kishane. My bet is on 1-2 for both of them. Both of them can claim gold in this one, but we'll just have to wait and see. But that's just my opinion. I definitely want to hear y'all thoughts on this one in the comments. But that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.